Morning. Today we'll continue with the worksheet we are doing earlier. Along with we'll be doing questions of heat generated and power. So let's start with the questions now. It says that 6 equal resistors of 1 ohm each are connected to form sides are hexagonal in figure. You can see this, there are 6 resistors connected here and it is of 1 ohm each. Calculate the resistance offered by combination between A and D. From here to here we need to see which part has to be solved. So I'll start with it. I know that current is going from this point and coming out at this point. From here it is bifurcated into 2 areas or 2 lines. But from moving from this side to this side, it has to pass through each and every one. So I can say that these 2 arms are in parallel, but these 3 resistors all are in series. So let me try this one. For the above one, I'll write 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3 ohm. Same goes for the below one. And we know that the equivalent diagram will be this. See, it's not necessary always to make an equivalent diagram, but it's become easiest for us doing it. Now, we know that this is 3 ohm and along with this 3 ohm. This is point A, this is point B. Got it? As we know, these 2 are connected in parallel. So 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3 equal to 3, 2, and the answer will be 3 by 2, that is 1.5 ohm. Got it? So this is how we solve this one. Let's move on to the next question now. What's that thing? A wire of resistance 5 ohm is bent in form of closed circle. Now this wire, it has 5 ohm resistor. It says that it has been bent in form of the circle. So I'll just bend it like this. Now, we know that it says what is the effective resistance between 2 points at the end of diameter, any diameter. We know that diameter is radius plus radius. So along with this, if I see that current will go from here and it will go like this. We all know that resistance is directly proportional to length. Now, along a diameter, it is like if this was total L, the upper portion will be L by 2 and lower portion also will be L by 2. And as resistance is directly proportional to length, so if length is half, then resistance will be also half. So the upper portion will have 2.5 ohm and this portion will have 2.5 ohm. That means if I want to draw an equivalent diagram showing the resistor, it will be like this. It is 2.5, it is 2.5. Got it? Now, we know that these 2 are in parallel. So, 1 upon 2.5 plus 1 upon 2.5 will be 2 upon 2.5. And answer will be 2.5 divided by 2, that is 1.25 ohms. Got it? The thing to be noted was that resistance is directly proportional to length. So that if length is half, the resistance will also be halved along with it. Got it? Now, let's move on to the next question. What will be the resistance of metal wire of length 2 meters and area of cross section 1.55 into 10 raised to power minus 6 meters if the resistivity is 2.8 into 10 raised to power minus 8 meters. Now, we know that the formula in this will be R is equal to rho L by A. See, to find resistance there are various things, there are various formulas, but it all depends on that what things have been given and what has been asked through the path. Now, let's see what are the things given here. We need to find resistance, and its length is 2 meters and area of cross section is and the resistivity is 2.8 into 10 raised to power minus 8 ohm meter. By substituting simply in the formula, we find that R will be equal to 2.8 into 10 raised to power minus 8 multiplied by 2 upon 1.55 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Is it clear? Now let's see. It will be 2.8 into 2 upon 1.55 10 raised to power minus 8 into 10 raised to power plus 6, because if you go up there, so R will be equal to 2.8 into 2 upon 1.55 into 10 raised to power. It is minus, it is plus, it will become minus 2 over there. Now, if I solve all this part, the answer will be equal to 0.1361 ohms. The final answer is this. We need to go very much step by step and the calculation has to be accurate. Plus, one more thing students, there is a mark of each and every step. So please write down each and every step so that you do not lose any mark of there. Kindly note down all these questions first. With this, let's move on to the next question now. A wire of length L and resistance R is stretched so that length is doubled. Now let's see. It says that original length was L and it is stretched so that length is doubled. Length becomes 12 and area of cross section is half. If area of cross section here was A, it will be A upon 2 over here. How will its resistance change? So we need to do in this way. We'll write R1 is equal to rho L by A, and R2 we write necessary changes. It becomes 12 upon A upon 2. This 2 goes up, it becomes 2 into 2 rho L by A. Is it clear? So R2 is equal to 4 rho L by A. We know that rho L by A is equal to R1. So new resistance will be 4 times of R1. The second question what they have asked is resistivity or specific resistance. Now students, many a time students start doing these questions by equating the things here. But we must know one thing, that resistivity never ever changes. It remains same because it is made up of same wire. So we'll write resistivity will remain same because it does not depend on length and area of cross section. Got it? Now let's move to the next question now. The resistance of metal wire of length 1 meter is 25 ohm at 20 degree Celsius. If the diameter of the wire is 0.3 millimeter, what must be the resistivity of the metal at that temperature? Now, one more thing to be observed. If the temperature remains constant, we will not use this term anywhere. Many a time students get just into complications why they have given the temperature, why it is mentioned there, but it is just there to teach you this thing, that we are not going to use it anywhere as the temperature remains constant over here. So what they have asked is resistivity of the metal. So let's see what will be the resistivity here. We know that R is equal to rho L by A, or rho is equal to R into A upon L. But what the very important thing to be noted is that diameter is given in millimeter and length is given in meters. So first we will convert this millimeter into meter. How will we do that? See, length is 1 meter, resistance is 25 ohms, and diameter is 0.3 millimeter, or it will be, if I want to convert this into meters, 3 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meters. Is it clear? Because in 1 millimeter there are 1000 meters. So now what I'll do is millimeter, meter, diameter. I'll just put this formula, that is rho is equal to R into A upon L. We know that the value of R is 25 into the area of cross section is pi r square. So I'll just write it 3.14 into what is the diameter. We know that it is d by 2, so it will be 3 upon 2 into 10 raised to power minus 4 whole square divided by 1. Students, the moment you will start solving it, you will find that the final answer coming out to be is 1.77 into 10 raised to power minus 6 ohm meters. Remember this, that we have to convert this millimeter into meter, or else the answer will not be correct, because all units must be same here. Now let's move on to the second question. What will be the resistance of the wire of length 3 meters and diameter 0.5 millimeter if the wire is of same material? Now since resistivity is same, so we can solve it in a different way. See, part 2, R1 is equal to rho L by A, and what they are saying is, and R2 is equal to rho L by A. Here L is, rho remains same, and L is, if it was rho into 1 upon A. Okay, no, I have to solve it properly. R1 is equal to rho L1 upon A1, R2 is equal to rho L2 upon A2. So R2 upon R1 will be equal to rho L2 upon A2 into A1 upon rho L1. Rho will get cancelled here, and R2 upon R1. So we'll put the value of L2 here. It says that what will be the resistance of the wire of length 3 meter and diameter 0.5 millimeter. So we can do it in this way, or I'll just solve it directly over here. I'll just write R2 is equal to rho L by A. Got it? So this is like this, I just change it here. What is A1 here? It is in millimeters, of course. So I'll just write pi 0.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 upon 2 whole square. Got it? And the length will be equal to 3 meters upon what is A2 here? It is 0.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 का whole square into 4, and here it will be 0.3 into 10 raised to power minus 3 upon whole square upon 4 into, and the length is 1 meter. So when I start solving it, the final answer which I'll get over here, it will be 1 ohm. Is it clear? So this is how, because since resistivity is same, we can use only these two things, length and area of cross section. Now next, move on to the next question. It says that 4 ohm resistance wire is doubled on it. 4 ohm resistance wire is doubled on it. If original length was L and area of cross section was A, so it will be 2A and L by 2. In the same way, I'll just solve it. R1 is equal to rho L by A and R2 is equal to rho L by 2 into 2A. And the answer will be rho L by 4A. We know that this portion is R1, so R2 will be 1 upon 4 times of R1. Now R2 will be equal to 1 upon 4. We know that value of this is 4. The answer is 1 ohm. Is it clear? Now let's move on to the next question now. In the previous question what we did earlier, the answer is 27 ohm. It's not 1 ohm. Sorry for that. Now let's move on to the next question. What does it say? A water heater marked 2 kilowatt and 220 volt. So the things given here are 2 kilowatt and 220 volts. Is connected to 220 volt supply. How long will it take to heat 20 kg of water? Now, for here first we need to find the total heat consumed to raise the temperature. It has raised the temperature 3 degrees Celsius. We know that the formula of specific heat is M into C into delta T, and C over given here is this. Got it? Now, what I'll do is H is equal to, what is the mass given? 20 kg into what is C? 4200 into change in temperature is 30 minus 10. So H is equal to 20 into 4200 into 20, and H will be equal to 400 into 4200. Got it? Here by the water is this. How long it is going to take? It's same, no? Delta in temperature is 4200. So assume that how long it is going to take. We know that energy is equal to power into time. Okay. Now we know that the power is 2 kilowatt here. So I'll just write T is equal to H upon P. So the answer will be 400 into 4200 divided by, what is power over here? It is 2 kilowatts. So 2 kilowatts will be 2000 watts over here. So I'll solve it. So T will be 6 4s are 240 seconds, or if I divide it, if I want to sorry, it's in minutes. If I want to convert this into minutes, then it will be 4 minutes. Please note down this question till here. So I hope you have noted down till here. So we can recap this thing. The only thing is that when we start dividing like this here, the total time it will be in seconds. Okay, and the final answer will be, okay, it is going to be 14 minutes. Got it? Now, let's start with the next question now. There's some problem, technical problem here. Let's see. It's not working. I'll just check it out. Wait. Sorry for the interruption. There was some technical problem. So let's move on to the next question. Let's see what does it say. Two resistors of 4 ohm and 6 ohm are connected in parallel. We know that when they are connected in parallel, the total resistance will be 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 6. So the total, this LCA will be 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3 to 6, 6 to the 12. So 1 upon R is equal to 12 here into 3 into 2. It comes out to be 3 plus, see it's 2 to the 4, 2 to the 6, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 3 to the 6 to the 12. 12 is the 4 is the 12, 3 and 1 into 2. It becomes out to be 5 upon 12, or R will be 12 upon 5 ohms. So this is the LCM which we got. Are connected in parallel. The combination is connected across 6 volt battery of negligible resistance. Calculate the power supplied. We know that in parallel the formula is P is equal to V square upon R. So P will be equal to what? We know that V is 6 into 6 upon 12 into 5. So the answer will be 6 into 30 upon 12 ohm. Got it? So the answer here it will be 4 the power supplied by the battery. B is equal to V square upon R. So in this solvent, the answer is 15 watts. Is it clear? Now, what is the next question what they have asked? They have asked the power dissipated in each. So we know that the formula, we know that potential difference in each is same. So what we'll do right now here is, I'll write power in 4 ohm resistor, that will be, what is V? 6 into 6 upon 4, and P 6, that will be 6 into 6 upon 6. So let's check out the answer. 6 6 is 36 upon 4. The answer is 9 watts, and here it is 6 watts, and the total answer coming out should to be 15, which is exactly here like this. Got it? Now let's move on to the next question. Three 250 watt heaters are connected in parallel in 100 volt supply. Calculate the total current and resistor of each resistor. Okay. Now we know that since they are connected in parallel and potential difference in each is same. So first of all, let's find out the total resistance of each. So in parallel, we know that power is equal to V square upon R, or R is equal to V square upon P. What is V here? It is 100 into 100, and what is the power? It is 250. So resistor here coming out to be is 40 ohm. Got it? Now total current, what we need to find out is total current. So total current, it should be I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So total I will be, what is I here? I1 is V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. So I will be equal to, what is V here? We know that it is 100 upon 40 plus 100 upon 40 plus 100 upon 40. Okay, if I cancel it out, I can solve it further in this way. It will be 10 upon 4 plus 10 upon 4 plus 10 upon 4, and the answer coming out to will be, total answer will be I is equal to 4, 10 plus 10 plus 10, and I is equal to 30 upon 4. The answer is 7.5 ampere. So we know that the total current will be 7.5 ampere, and in each resistor the current will be 2.5 ampere. Got it? Now let's move on to the next question first. Let's see what does it say. And the resistance of each heater is 40 ohm. That we have already found out. Now the third part says that the energy supplied in kilowatt hour to the three resistors in 5 hours. Now this is a tricky one. How will we solve that? So let me see. Just try to solve it here. We know that formula for heat is I square RT. Got it? Now for each, if I want to find out, it is kilowatt hour to 5 hours energy supply. We know that H is equal to, what is the current in each? It is 2.5 square into 40 into time, that is 5 hours. So H is equal to 6.25 into 40 into 5, or H is equal to 6.25 into 200, or H is equal to 625 into 2, and the answer will be joules of energy. Is it clear? Please note down till here. I'll get back to you. Okay, this answer given here, it is in joules, but let's see. It has asked we need to find in kilowatt hour. So how will we convert this into kilowatt hour? We know that 1250 joule. I'll solve it here. See, the heat is 1250 watt hour or joules, one and the same thing. So to convert this into kilowatt hour, I'll just divide it by 1250 divided by 1000. It comes out to be 1.25 kilowatt hour. And for 3, the heat will be 1.25 into 3. And this, the final answer will be, what will be the answer here? 3.75 kilowatt hour. Got it? So let's start with the next question now. It's very important to note that in what units it has asked the question. That's why I left it there only. It is in kilowatt hour. Next. An electric bulb is marked 250 watts and 230 volts. How many joules of energy does it consume in 1 hour? Okay, so we know that energy is equal to power into time. Alright, now it is energy will be equal to, what is power given here? 250 into 230. Okay, and it has asked in 1 hour. So energy is power into time. Sorry, it's not power into power, to time. So it is 250 into 1 hour, that is equal to 250 watt hour or energy is equal to 0.25 kilowatt hour. Is it okay? Now, let's see what this next question here asks. How long would this lamp take to use 1 kilowatt energy when connected in 230 volt same? So, the formula here will be H is equal to, and what we have to find out is H is equal to V square upon R into T. Got it? So, it has told that what we need to find out is T. Here H is, what will be H here? In kilowatt hour. So, 230 into 230 upon R. But students, first of all, we need to find R over here. So, how we will find R? It's given that P is equal to V square upon R, or R is equal to V square upon P. What is V? It is 230 into 230 divided by 250. Got it? Now, let's see what is the total value of R here, or I can just put it directly here. I think our calculations will become easier. So, instead of R, if I put 230 into 230 upon 230 into 230 multiplied by 250 into time. These all will get cut down and it will be we know that it is 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules is equal to 250 into time. Alright, and see here, if I start doing it, it will be 3.6 into 10 is to power 6 divided by 250, that is T. Here, if I cut it down, the total answer will be approximately 1440 is equal to time into seconds. But the answer is in seconds. We can easily convert this into R also. How will you do it? I'll just divide it by 3600 and the answer will be, first of all, you check it out and then I'll let you know. Please note it down till there. Okay. So, the answer here will be, if we want to convert this into hours, it will be, it is like, it's 0 seconds and so the answer is 4 hours. The timings will be 4 hours here. I hope you have solved it already. So, let's move on to the next question. It says that two bulbs are marked 60 watt and 220 volt and 60 watt and 110 volt respectively. Calculate the ratio of their resistance. So, how I'll start it? First of all, it is given that P1 is equal to 60 watts and P2 is equal to 60 watts. V1 is equal to 220 volts and V2 is equal to 110 volts. We have to find the ratio of the resistance. We know that R is equal to V square upon P. So, R here will be 220 into 220 upon, what is power? 60. And R2 will be 110 into 110 upon 60. So, the answer roughly it will be 804.66 and it will be 204.66 ohms. But what they have told us to find out the ratio. So what will be the ratio here? R1 upon R2, that is 804.66 upon 204.66. The answer is approximately 4:1. So the ratio will be 4:1. Is it clear? If they would have asked for R2 by R1, we would have written 1:4. We need to look into that also. Let's move on to the next question. A wire of resistance 5 ohm is bent into the wire form of closed wire. What is the effective resistance between 2 points at end of the diameters? That's the same question, I think. We know that it is going to be 2.5 ohm. It is also going to be 2.5 ohm. It goes like this here. And since they are in parallel, so 1 upon 2.5 plus 1 upon 2.5, it is 2 upon 2.5, and answer is 1 upon 1.25. We need to reciprocate also. So the answer is 1.25 ohms. Got it? Now let's move to the next question. Calculate the electrical energy in kilowatt hour consumed in month of house using 2 bulbs. See students, there is a way to solve these kind of questions. These are known as electric bill numericals, and which can be done in as follows way. We'll make a small table. There are more instruments. First one will write serial number. Another one I'll write the name of the instrument. Next one I'll write power. Next one the time or duration. In another one I'll just put out the number of instruments. Okay, so what has been saying is a house using 2 bulbs. There are 2 bulbs of 100 watt each. 100 watt each, and 2 fans of 60 watt each. They run for 10 hours each day. So the time is 10 hours each day. We need to find out the bill. So first of all, what we need to find out is each day consumption. How will we find it out? I'll just mark it here. It comes out to be 100 into 10 into 2. That is 2000 watt hour. Since the power is given in watt and time is given in hours. For another one, it will be 1200 watt hours. So the total consumption will be 3200 watt hours. Okay. Now, what we need to find out is electrical energy in kilowatt hour. So if it is given in watt hour, it will be 3200 divided by 1000, 3.2 kilowatt hour each day. We need to find out the bill per month. We know that in a month there are 30 days. So for bill, I'll multiply 3.2 into 30 into what is the average cost? It is 2.10. So the answer will be 32 into 3 into 2.10. So 96 into 2.10. So the answer will be, multiply 96 with 21, it will be 96 0 12 1 19 6 . 2. So the answer is rupees 201. Rupees 201.6 for month of 30 days. It is always better to make a table of this kind so that it becomes easier for us to solve each and every part. Sometimes we forget to add any of the instrument and the answer will be wrong. Let's move on to the next question. A current of 2 ampere is maintained in resistor of 3600 joules of energy are required to move the charge through resistor. Calculate the potential difference. Now we know that work done is equal to VIT. Potential difference multiplied by current into time. So we have I, we have work done, and it is per minute. So time is given in minutes and we need to convert this into seconds. So I'll just write it. What we need to find out is V is equal to W upon I into T. So V is equal to, what is W here? It is 3600 upon 2 into 60 seconds. Is it clear? So it will turn out to be like this: 6 are 36, 60, or V is equal to 60 upon 2, that is 30 volts. Is it clear? See how easy it is. If I start solving in this way, it becomes really easy. What we need to look at is what are the given things here. Through that we can easily find out what will be the formula and it will become easier. So please note down till here. With that, let's move on to the next question now. An electric bulb is rated 100 watt is used for 6 hours a day. So we know that power is given 100 watts and it is used for 6 hours a day. Calculate the amount of energy consumed in kilowatt in month of June. We know that in month of June the days are 30. So the total time will be 6 into 30, that is 6 is 80, 180 hours in month of June. Also calculate the cost. So first of all, let me find out what will be the work done here. We know that power is work done upon time, or work done will be P into T. So power here is 100 watts multiplied by 180 hours. So it will be 18000 watt hour, but we need to convert that into kilowatt hour. So what I'll do is divided by 1000 and the answer will be 18 kilowatt hour. Okay, total work done. Now what it has been asked is the total cost of bill if it is 50 paisa per unit. So for month of June it is 18 kilowatt hour. For each unit it is 50 paisa. So total bill will be 18 into 0.5 and it comes out to be, I'll just write it 50 paisa. So the answer will be 900 paise or rupees 9. Can you see, is it possible? Such an easy bill in month of June. So let's come on to the next question. An electric bulb is connected to 220 volt line develops power of 40 watts. Calculate the resistance offered at this stage. So we know that power is equal to V square upon R, or R is equal to V square upon P. What is V here? It is 220 into 220 and divided by the value of P, which is given as 40. So let me solve it for you. It will be 220 into 22 divided by 4. So if I multiply 22 into 22, 44, 0, 44. 4840 upon 4. So the resistance will be R is equal to 4840 upon 4, and the answer will be 1210. Sorry, the answer will be 0 ohm. With this, we complete our session for today. I'll meet you with another set of questions in next class. Till then, happy learning. God bless you.